I am totally in love with that candle. So like for some reason I felt like I had something really important to tell y'all, and that I was gonna make a whole vlog about something, but I just cannot remember. I can't remember. I just have a feeling that I was gonna tell you something. Know that it was important, okay? Know that. But just know that you will never know what it was. So let's go outside since it's like 99 degrees. Okay, so now we're outside and no! Oh no, why? Why? Why must the good die young? Freak, get away from it! Don't touch it! I scared little poor Frankie Doodle. He's such a little wimp. You're such a little wimp. What? Put it back in, that's disgusting. Anyway, so now we're outside, and I swear this vlog is going to be edited, and it's going to be good, of good quality. Jump cut. So I don't really have like a topic or something for this video, so I'm just gonna go and start spraying words, and hopefully you catch some of them. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about dreams. First of all, I've been having the same nightmare, same yet different, but the same subject of nightmare for 15 or 16 years of my life. So I was scarred as a child, emotionally scarred, because I was in a van and we drove through a tornado. We were trying to come back from a family vacation. My sister was sick, and so we had to leave all of a sudden, suddenly. And we started going back from New Mexico back to Texas, and clouds were looking a little bit janky. I spit, did you see that? That's gross. Okay, so like people say, you know, it sounds like you're like under a train or something, the roar of the wind. Literally, that is what it sounds like for real, I'm not joking. Oh my gosh, I just remember I was like 4 or 5 years old, and like the hailstones literally were like, they were bigger than baseballs. Like the size of grapefruits were the hailstones, and stones, I was like stones, hailstones. Those O's always come out British. Don't lick my toes. So, too close. Gosh, I am scarred. And just the other night, like 2 nights ago, I had a dream about a tornado. This one was actually, oh my gosh, it actually physically picked me up this time. It was terrible. Oh man, I woke up feeling horrible because I can't remember, but like the tornado like sucked me out of like the house or something. Like the window was open, or like the door was open, and oh man, oh my gosh. Okay, I don't want to think about it because it's just like it's still fresh in my mind. Anyway, like I have died at least 6 times from my tornado dreams. Everything it just goes black, and then I remember nothing until I wake up, and I wake up and I'm just like, Jesus? Shh. Don't talk about Jesus like that. So okay, some of them are kind of comical, but like one tornado, it actually had a mind of its own, okay? And I think this last one kind of did too, but not as much as this other one. And poor Brendan Fraser, it got him. He told me to save myself, and he like sacrificed himself. And the tornado took him, because the tornado wanted me. It was coming after me. But I just remember, I ran to one side of the house. I was trying to get out of the house because I was like stuck in the house or something. I was trying to get to the basement. That's what it was. I was trying to get to the basement of this house, but I couldn't because there was like this open door that I had to pass. But then there was like another door to the basement over here, so I'd run to this side, and the tornado would whip around. It's like I'm watching you. It didn't have like a face or anything, but it's just like, you know, there. And so then I tried to move, and I was like trying to fake it out, but Brendan Fraser was like, save yourself, and jumped, and the tornado took him, and I was like, I'm sorry, and I ran down to the basement. So go get it, Frankie Doodle. Where'd you go? Bring it back. He's not bringing it back, you little turd. Come back here. He has yet to learn the concept of fetch. Anyway, I'm off topic. Not that I actually had one, but yeah, we're talking about dreams. Brendan Fraser, like, okay, I don't know why, just Brendan Fraser shows up in my dreams. It's like he's my best friend or something. Like, he always is. Like, in my dreams, I don't watch that many movies with him in it. Like, the main thing I ever saw was him and the Mummy. And there's another funny dream about that. Okay, this part isn't the dream. I don't know if I've said this before. I don't know how many years ago. A few years ago, maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, so like 3 or 4 years ago, my grandparents had their 50th wedding anniversary party spectacular. Someone was either sick or it was the cake. I mean, it might have been a flu, but I think something was janky with the cake. I don't even know. So anyway, we get home, my sister starts puking, and I'm just like, oh, it's probably those ramen noodles we got at the gas station. Why would you get ramen noodles at a gas station? How long has it been sitting there on the shelf? Okay, so like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna get off topic again. Anyway, I was just like, okay, it was the ramen noodles. So like ramen noodles were scarred for me after that. It took me a good like year and a half to get back into eating ramen noodles without thinking of throwing up, because that was the last thing I had in my mind before I got sick myself. I was totally fine, like I was fine, and I was like staying away from my sister barfing up a lung. But then I was fine, I went to sleep, and I had a dream that I was in The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, and like I don't remember his character name in The Mummy. Does anyone remember? Post in the comments. Post. There's that, oh, again comes out British, I swears. Yeah, I was in The Mummy, and I'm like fighting off all of the mummy, all the skeletons. I'm just like, okay, I'm good, I'm good. And all of a sudden I just like, oh, I'm starting to feel something in my stomach. And I was just like, hey Brendan. He was like over there, and I was like, Brendan, I don't feel so good. And he's just like, keep fighting them, because there's like a horde of them, and there's only like, my TARDIS is materializing. Okay, who's my friend? Yeah, so I was just like, man, I'm really not starting to feel good right now. I kept on fighting, but I really started to feel ill. I'm taking it out on the tree. Sorry, ew. I got down on my knees, and I was just like, Brendan, I'm not doing too well, Brendan. And so I was like, I'm still fighting the mummies, and then finally I was like, Brendan, I need your help. I have to lay down, Brendan. And I just kept like yelling his name, Brendan, because I don't remember his character name in that movie. It's just Brendan Fraser. And so I got to the point where I was laying down like in the sand, and I'm just like, please. And I'm just like fighting all of it. I'm not dead yet, but my stomach hurts so bad. So I was like, Brendan, I don't feel so good, Brendan. I was like screaming at him. And so finally he comes over, and I'm just like, I'm like fetal position. And he's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I don't know, my stomach hurts so bad. All of a sudden I woke up, and I was like, I have to puke. And so I don't want to get into the rest of it, but I'm just gonna let your imagination take over right now. Like, yeah, have your personal like feelings and like illnesses ever worked itself into a dream? Like, I had a dream that, this isn't an illness, but just like things on the outside are working itself into your dream. So like this one time I had a dream like that the phone was ringing, and the phone was actually ringing, and then like someone was leaving a message on the answering machine, and then like I woke up and someone was leaving a message on the answering machine. Or hey, I just remembered this. I was just like, I got all like William Shatner there for a second. Sorry. Which reminds me of something else I'm going to talk about as well. I was talking about dreams. Yes, okay, no, I remember. Well, totally lost my train of thought. I forgot to touch my nose for a second. I had a dream, that I was one of the X-Men or something. I forget what my power was, but all of a sudden, like, we're in a warehouse or something, and Storm was conjuring up something, and she was like killing all the bad guys with her lightning and whatnot. And it was actually like a horrible lightning storm outside, and so I woke up and I was just like, Storm, are you in my room right now? So it was really kind of freaky when you wake up from a dream and you're in reality and it's actually still kind of happening, because it's, happening on both sides. It's weird. Anyway, last thing I was gonna say, William Shatner reminded me of this, because like I just watched the second episode ever. Did you hear that? The second episode ever of Family Guy. I want to like Family Guy. Now, some of it's funny. Okay, I actually laughed like twice last night. The other night I watched like the first episode, and I'm a person that really wants to go in order. If it's not possible, then I won't go in order. But like, it is possible for me to go in order with Family Guy, and I know there's stinking, 9 seasons on Netflix? So I watched the first episode, and I'm just like, I want to like this. And then I watched the second episode and it had William Shatner in it. Yeah, and then what, Meg ran over him or something. So yeah, that's what reminded me, and I was like, ooh, like overdo it. So I'm gonna go. I really don't know how long I've been talking, and this is gonna cut me off. So I'm gonna go and partially edit this. Maybe put some music in the background because it seems more professional that way. Music fixes everything. So Doodle, bring your toy back. Don't eat grass.